The game goes on.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the last episode of the year
The last episode.
of Alamo City Geek Speak. I'm Pete,
I'm Justin.
and we are recording our last episode of the year, like I just mentioned, for 2015, getting ready to go into 2016 and whoop its wrinkly old ass, because 2016 years is pretty old if you think about it that way. We're going to be talking about our top 5 games of 2015 apiece, the games that we're looking forward to in 2016, and a couple of other things that, you know, we're pretty excited about, getting some more shit on the YouTube channel, and PAX South, which is next month.
You know what's funny? The world as we know it, what's going to say is 2016.
Right.
I don't even think it's old enough to watch ultra porn.
What the hell is that?
It's a Futurama joke. You don't remember Futurama?
Oh, I mean, I didn't see, you know, whatever. Justin, what have you been doing?
I've
Since
been doing
last time with the Star Wars and the pew pew and the wow wow wow.
well. I've been pew-pewing a lot online. Basically, I don't know, just playing games, working. I've been playing a lot. I don't know why I keep playing it. I'm playing freaking Killzone Shadowfall. I got this brand new TV for Christmas, and it's my first high definition, like, oh my god, I shit my pants high definition.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, this is the best looking game I have right now, because I don't know if you guys know this. If you know me personally, I am an addict. I like to sell games. For some reason, I don't know why.
Oh, I do too. It's like a revolving door of like game whores.
Yeah, but then I don't get new games.
Oh yeah,
I sell them for cash.
I get new games. I gotta have my new shit.
I wait until I get a decent paycheck to at least cover one game. Anyway, so I have Killzone Shadowfall. I've been playing it. It's such a bad game. It's no good. The game is so linear and boring that I use it to go to sleep to. Instead of watching like TV shows, I say, you know what? I'm tired. Let's play some Killzone.
Wow.
Right to sleep. Other than that, you know, just kind of doing the same thing. Actually, I did pick up Halo 5 for a brief stint in between our episodes.
Oh, so you rented it?
I picked up a used copy from GameStop, so might as well call it rented. And I played some of the multiplayer. I played some of the single player. It's a beautiful game. It's one of the best games, I think, in the series so far. As far as, especially as far as graphically wise, and I think gameplay wise. I mean, on the next generation, of course.
I would say so, and you know that's part of the reason I picked it for one of my top 5. Spoilers.
Goddamn spoilers. Star Wars wise, of course, just living it up. Doing a lot of theory crafting. I think everyone's doing theory crafting. And we'll save that for another episode. Give you guys a couple more weeks to, well, I guess in this case, another month or so, to watch the movie. If you haven't watched it by then, you know the rules. It's been out for a while. You should have seen it. In either case, we'll have an episode where we talk about different Star Wars theories. But I was happy with the movie, but then I walked away still wanting. So I don't know what that happiness actually means right now.
I was disappointed initially. I went back and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not so angry about it. Maybe it was just not the movie that I wanted after, you know, so many years of mediocrity and bullshit. And, you know, I had an interesting conversation with somebody who was one of my friends, and he was like, you know, all of his favorite lightsaber battles and space battles, they're in the first 3, not the first 3 movies. They're in the prequels. I was like, what was the best lightsaber battle? Darth Maul.
Do for sure.
So, what was your favorite? What was your second favorite lightsaber battle? I'm like, oh, well, you know, Yoda, Count Dooku. What was your third? Anakin and Obi-Wan. But I don't like Dooku, so I didn't agree with him on that. I was like, go fuck yourself. It was Luke and Vader and Empire.
Yeah, Dooku's poodoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you know, I went back and watched A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. And after watching these newer movies where they're able to add in all these special effects and fancy choreography, best example was the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in A New Hope. It was so slow. It's like watching 2 old geriatrics fight with canes.
Well, it was slow back then. The guy was like 90.
I understand that. But then, like, I remember the one part. It was probably maybe 2 minutes before Vader turned him into a space ghost. But he's sitting there fighting with Vader. He does this little weak right-handed strike, and then spins around in one spot, and then strikes again. And I'm like, what was that for? I mean, like, it wasn't fast enough to be any kind of counter. It was just to be showy. I get it, but I'll be honest with you, this is the first time I've ever seen... I love Star Wars, but the first time I've ever seen that movie as a slight bit cringeworthy at that moment.
See, and then the whole movie's like that for me. After loving it so much from being a fucking kid, and then actually getting up to like special editions, and I'm like, oh, they're still okay. But then to actually being an adult, and I'm like, I don't like this movie as much as I did when I was like 9. And then, even further to the point where they've actually butchered the movie, because, to me, it's unwatchable. I can't watch it. I can't watch it with all the stupid extra effects. I can't watch it with all the sound effects, going over John Williams' brilliant score. It's just not the same movie that I grew up with.
I do have a theory on that real quick, as far as like how the movie looks now versus how it used to look. And I think a big part of it is we have the old guard dictating our choices for us. Now, I'm not going to say what happened with the new movies, how they enhanced it, and I'm doing the air quotes, was for the best. But take in consideration that a lot of stuff involving Star Wars, rarely does anyone ever form their own opinions based off of just merit alone.
Right.
When I hate the new movies because of the same reasons everyone else hates them, but I can't think of any other reason why besides that. And then I go back and watch it and think, well, it's not that bad. Then I think to myself, am I just following status quo? So the best determination for this, since I don't know too many people who actually still have the original VHS, Disney apparently is planning to release the original unedited version on Blu-ray. God. I think when people sit down and watch the unedited version versus the new one, we're going to have some people who are going to come out and say, I think I prefer the enhanced versions just because it's, a little extra stuff.
It's just a little nice.
Yeah, and then other people are going to say, yeah, the original version is better. I just think that people need to own up to what they like. Don't like the movie because someone else doesn't like it or vice versa. If you like the enhanced, it's fine. I didn't to every point.
I don't either.
I think the digital Dewback and digital Stormtrooper was going a little too far. And there's a lot of extra stuff we didn't need exposition on.
Right.
But the fact of the matter is, if you like it, you like it.
Yeah. And that's part of the problem that I have with it. And then, we're just going to get off of this tangent of Star Wars pretty quickly after this. Mm-hmm. It's just that they've released the original trilogy online. You can get it illegally, obviously. If you have the Blu-ray copies, you probably have, or even the Laserdisc. God forbid you have Laserdisc still. You've probably seen these movies before, and they probably are really good to you still. If you get them online, I think it's called the Unspecialized Edition, or Despecialized, whatever they want to call it. It's pretty fancy. Anyway, I downloaded A New Hope, and I gotta tell you, between the two of them, I prefer the Despecialized version. If Disney could get that guy who made those and make these Blu-rays happen, that'd be excellent. The color correction on the new enhanced,
it was horrible.
It's fucking awful. Everything's so bland. Everything looks like a piece of shit. It's just not something that I want to recommend to anybody. If you have the Blu-rays and you like them, hey, more power to you.
Absolutely.
You're definitely a bigger man than I am. And then I guess I'll go into what I've been doing this week.
What have you been doing?
Well, aside from seeing the Force Awakens, which, how many
times, by the way?
I only saw it once.
Really?
Right? Yeah, I only saw... I could refrain from seeing it twice. I got offered to go several times, actually. Justin being one of them.
I need to go see it again.
Yeah, I want to see it, but I kind of want to see it in a least subjective light. When I saw it the first time, I was like, okay, so you got to hit these points for me to really like this movie. And it did. It hit the points that I did want it to hit. But then it just kind of caved. And I didn't like that. And, aside from, the Star Wars thing, I've been playing a lot of Destiny, actually. And, I mentioned that last time that I was playing Destiny 2. Destiny's kind of fun, guys. It's actually a pretty good game. I bought Batman Arkham Knight. I got that for Christmas.
Good thing you didn't buy it for Steam. I don't even think it's on Steam anymore. Is it?
It's not on Steam. Yeah. Well, at least I don't think it is. Yeah, I didn't buy it on Steam. Sorry, Master Race. You guys lost that one.
For sure.
One out of the million, but hey, you still lost one. And then let's not even talk about Ubisoft DRM. Other than that, let's see. I've been playing Halo 5. I love Halo 5. And then I've been getting into some Rocket League recently too.
You know, I need to get that game. It sucks because when I got my PS4, it was like 2 months after they had it for free on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, I don't want to pay $20 for this game, but I kind of do.
I bought it for, I think, like $10 or $12 during the Thanksgiving sale. I got that one in Street Fighter 4, which is also super badass on the PS4. Love that game. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. I've been playing it like pretty much every night this week because I literally just cracked it open. I was like, you know what? Christmas season, noobs probably coming in there and started playing it.
So you're in an even keel.
So yeah, I'm at an even community where I can just go in there and just kind of like, figure out the game. After a while, it literally becomes like you're watching like the Sunday football game. Or, you get fucking pissed. Like me, like I probably said fuck more than 1,000 times last night trying to get the goddamn ball in the goal. But
you ever play IDARB?
I love IDARB.
Same idea. Like,
Same idea, yeah. Yeah, you start getting excited and shit. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Haven't been doing really anything other than working and then playing my video games because, it's Christmas and I wanted to enjoy myself. But,
you kind of have to.
Yeah, especially, you don't have any other time to play them. You might as well do them during the holidays.
Shit.
So we're getting into the top 5 games. I'm first on that list, but I think I'm going to let you take that a little bit.
So you let me be first, huh?
I'm going to let you be first.
Well, one of the first games I thought of with my top 5 list was, of course, Metal Gear Solid 5. And these are in no particular order, so I don't need anyone sending me any kind of hate mail.
Not that we get
any fucking mail anyway, right?
So,
anyway,
yo,
so
fucks. I'm just playing.
So Metal Gear Solid 5, I think was important to put on this list because, as I mentioned to you, this was the final Kojima Konami game. We've been waiting a long time for this game ever since Ground Zeroes came out, and everyone was pissed off that they paid $30 for a tech demo. Even though he literally came out and said it, and people were upset about it, whatever.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he?
He did say it.
Yeah, he was like, hey, it's a tech demo. Don't be too discouraged or upset.
Playing it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I think one of my most favorite parts of it is the fact there's so much... It's one of those games you kind of make your own fun.
Right.
You also... there's a lot of side missions. There's a lot of cool stuff you can do. A lot of cool collectibles. But favorite pastime... knocking the guard out and putting a whole bunch of decoys around him, let him get up and keep sniping shit or stabbing shit with his knife, and then whenever he finally figures out that they're all decoys, he called a gunship to blow him away. It's overkill. I saw someone do it on a YouTube video and I was like, I need to do this, but I did it like on a massive scale, like probably about 25 different decoys, and he goes nuts.
There's so much to do in that game that you didn't even think about when you're playing it. And then when you see somebody else do it on the internet, you're like, holy shit, you can do that?
I know, right? So there's Metal Gear Solid 5. Fallout 4, of course, is another game I had to put on my list here. I think Fallout 4... And by the way, I think we share a few of these games, but we're going to kind of give our own little spiel.
Yeah, we do our own little spiel on this. We do have a couple, actually more than 3. Or no, actually.
For majority of them.
Pretty much the majority of them we could agree on because, they're just good games. We just can't help if they're good games.
Well, Fallout 4 to me was a good game. I think the only thing that kind of bothered me about it is it really did feel just like a reskin of Fallout 3. The game was good. It was in depth. There's a lot of cool stuff to do. The fact that they took the kind of stuff from Hearthfire from Skyrim, allowed you to make your own houses, make them bigger and better. That was cool. I found myself building houses for no reason, but I think that there was definitely a lack of content in some cases. I know DLC will come out and it's going to expand on that, but until then, the fact that when the game came out, aside from the fact that I was playing it on a review copy, the fact that the game came out and 2 weeks after it came out, I sat down and was able to hammer out 4 different endings was kind of disheartening. But there's a lot of stuff I haven't done yet, so I'm still traipsing the wasteland.
Sweet.
Dying Light is another game of mine that had to be on this list. A lot of people are like, I always hear people say that Left 4 Dead was the best zombie game to date. While Left 4 Dead was fun because it was good party mechanics.
Good co-op. Really good co-op.
Dying Light, I think, takes the cake on co-op. Between having 4 people run around, literally do whatever you want to do, and just break thousands of zombies.
Sweet Jesus, it's co-op?
It's co-op.
I am glad I bought that game.
Yeah, it's 4-player co-op online. In fact, one of our favorite things to do was to set up zombies for really cool, elaborate kills. So like for example, I'd run up and do a jump kick and knock a zombie down. Right when I knock him down, my brother would come over, jump off the top of my head, and stab the zombie in the chest with a sword when he's on the ground. So doing stuff like that is a lot of fun.
Right,
It's pretty neat. Plus the story it's okay. It's very B-movie-ish. But with the next expansion coming out of the following in February, it's proving to be one of the biggest games that I think I'm going to own.
Sweet.
Destiny. We have to talk about Destiny. How
every episode this year. Stands for one, maybe.
There was a few we didn't talk about. Well, actually, you know what? That's a lie. Last time we were talking the fucking Sparrow races that I have not won shit on, and I will not win anything on anymore.
I haven't won anything on it.
It's done.
It's done with fucking Sparrow racing forever.
But yeah, Destiny's fun. It's one of those games that just when you think you're out, it pulls you back in. It's actually, I feel like it might be worse than World of Warcraft.
I would say so.
Because it doesn't require a subscription, and it gives you all the content as long as you buy it, and you don't like it. It's like a pill.
Yeah.
You're going to play it now, and you're going to feel great, but later on you feel like shit. We don't have to talk about any more about that.
Right, yeah.
The last one is Witcher 3. I think Witcher 3 is hands down going to be the best RPG of the year. There's so much to do, so many decisions to make. Fallout 4, I don't believe would fall into an RPG category. Yes, you make decisions, but it's more of a shooter. Mm-hmm. Witcher 3 is going to be that action RPG experience you're looking for.
Right on.
Those are my top 5. So, Pete, now you get to do talking. Oh, I say a lot.
Yeah, I did say a lot, right? Yeah, Halo 5 is going to be, well, starting out my list, like Justin, it's not a 1 through 5 kind of thing. Halo 5 just recently picked up. Fall in love with it already. It's really good. I actually really enjoy it. A lot of people are haters, or they have like actual genuine, things that they didn't like about the game. I don't like the story as much as, the past Halo 5 game, excuse me. Halo Reach was really good in particular. Halo 4 is good too. It just was kind of stupid. Halo 5 does rely on a lot of, lore knowledge, and I hate anything with extra lore because really if you're going to buy something for $60, you should have the complete story in front of you already. Multiplayer is pretty hot. It's probably the freshest Halo multiplayer experience, and I love Halo. I was playing Halo 2 pretty much 10 to 15 hours a day back in high school when I came out. And, I had a lot of really close friends online because we had a clan, and it was like a really big kind of thing. Halo 5 kind of gets me that magic back, but they've added a lot of prettier shit to it.
The only thing about Halo 5 was the war zone. I thought it would be different. It was really cool,
right?
But I just thought there'd be more, like, the computer controlled enemies everywhere.
Yeah, they kind of touted it in, like, their preview as, like, being like, oh, it's like Titanfall. Hey, you have, like, guys who can come over here, you can kill them, you can get points, you can get wrecks, all this other bullshit. That's actually another thing that a lot of people are, kind of have a polarizing view on is the wrecks. The wreck system's cool for me. I don't think I need to spend any money to be good at Halo. If I don't play Warzone, I can play something else, no problem. Warzone is the top thing, though, because, you can do a lot of cool shit in there. If it was a little bit more friendlier, I guess, towards the average player, somebody who isn't going to be dedicated and stuff like that, it'd be nice, because I don't have a lot of time to play games these days. But, if I had, 15 hours like I did back when I was a kid, that would definitely be beneficial to me. I'd be able to be whooping ass all over the fucking place. So that's Halo 5. I also picked up Hotline Miami 2 this year. Hotline Miami 2 is a sequel to one of my favorite... it is my favorite game, I should say. Hotline Miami 1 is my favorite game.
It's an amazing experience.
Hands down, one of the best games I've ever played in my life. I still play it to this day. It came out like maybe 2 years ago now, maybe 3 years ago. I was still traveling back and forth from my mom's house over here and shit. That's how much I love that game. Hotline Miami 2... pretty damn good sequel. I have some problems with it, some issues with it, but I still find myself playing it to this day. They just re-added a level editor, so you can make your own...
oh, really?
Yeah, it's in beta, but you can make your own levels. You can pick your characters. You can pick the mobs. You can pick whoever, is going to, try to be killing you, your weapons, so on and so forth. Pretty robust system. They tried to kind of perfect it. They wanted it out earlier this year. wasn't able to do that. This is one of the few games that I played at PAX South earlier this year that I really wanted to get. Genuinely.
Yeah, I did play that on the PlayStation.
And it was one of those games where it's just like I have to keep playing it until I beat it. I beat it in an afternoon. It was pretty great. And a lot of people would get kind of, you beat it in 6 hours. It actually took me around like 10 or 12 actually.
And there's so much to do after.
There's so much to do after you're done because they do have different endings. I mean, well, not definitive endings, I should say, but there is some different shit that you can do in there. There's a lot to unlock, and it's just fun. Like the game is just good. Soundtrack again is amazing.
Best soundtrack ever.
And it's probably, the highlight of my year, at least, driving around with the Hotline Miami 2 and 1 soundtrack.
I would say I think I prefer the 1 a little bit more, but they still capture the same feeling of Hotline Miami 2.
Yeah, Hotline Miami 2 has really good songs in it, and I mean it's just magical, man. It's fucking great. Like Justin, I also picked Fallout 4, Destiny, Metal Gear Solid 5. Fallout 4, I actually preferred that it was kind of like a carbon copy clone of Fallout 3 because I didn't even play Fallout 3 too much. I didn't play New Vegas too much. I didn't like though that they had between those two games, I didn't like that they had an actual kind of like what's that shit called? An asshole up meter.
Oh, like you're talking about being a good guy, or
being a good guy, or being a good guy or a bad guy. Yeah, being Paragon, Renegade, shit like that. I don't like those mechanics in games. I mean, it's good in Mass Effect because I mean, if you want to be an asshole or a bitch, you
punch
can.
Reporters and shit.
Fuck yeah, and I did too. Like, I think that's even after I slept with her.
Man, you're a dick.
Yeah, I think I did do that. Yeah, I was a whore when I was Shepard. It was more like Captain Kirk.
What do you mean when you were Shepard? You're still a whore.
Yeah, that's right. Anyway, yeah, Fallout 4. Really enjoy the shooting mechanics. It does remind me a lot of Destiny, actually. And that's why I actually picked Fallout 4 over some other games that I have played this year, because the shooting's really tight. And even though you're only playing a quest simulator, for Fallout 4, you're not really playing like a story kind of thing. It's still fun. I don't do the housing thing too much. I mean, I think everybody's big-ass complaint is like, what are you going to do with fucking civilians and shit? I really don't worry about that crap. I just play the fucking game with dog meat, and we go and roll on bitches.
I've actually on several occasions I've had raiders raid my little. I only have one town I care about, and that's like Sanctuary. Everything else than that, I set up turrets, and I'm like, good luck.
Yeah, I actually really dug the one because I'm a little bit further in the game than I was a few weeks ago, but you get that little place with all the ghouls, and they're growing the berries in the pool. All right, yeah, that's my favorite because ghouls are cool to me. Ghouls is people too, guys. Come on, you can't just like say that they're fucking zombies and shit. Anyway, I like that. I like that particular portion of the game. That's a pretty cool spot. And then the characters are pretty good. I like the glitches in particularly in Fallout 4, so that's another reason that I picked it, because
the caps glitch was just so great.
Well, actually, not even the caps glitch or anything like exploitive. I like that you can actually like be shooting a fucking rad scorpion, and then it'll pop up 40 feet in the air on 20 feet away from you,
explode,
because it's hilarious. I love that game. I picked Destiny also, and mainly because Destiny, for all its intents and purposes, was a shit game to me last year. It's actually a really fun game this year to me.
Destiny 2.0 changed a lot of minds, I think.
Destiny changed my mind, especially. And I didn't have to pay a dime for it because it came with my PS4. So, I mean, that's part of the reason why, it's one of those big, kind of things for me, is that I don't feel so cheesed that, a lot of people have to pay for everything twice, essentially.
Wait until the next expansion comes out, then you feel pretty cheesy.
See, no, and that's what I've been worrying about too, because it's like, well, you know what, I can at least have an initial investment of $0 and then still, buy into the new shit when it comes out.
Absolutely.
And then Metal Gear Solid 5, because, kind of like all the other games that we've had, it's, some huge, expansive kind of thing. Metal Gear Solid is one of my favorite game series of all time. Kojima is one of my favorite game producers of all time. He just started a new company with Sony, which is great. Can't wait till that they make a game that's reminiscent of Metal Gear, but they can't call it Metal Gear. And then they bring back David Hayter, to be Snake, but they can't call him Snake, so maybe he'll be Cobra.
So, yeah, Iron Sprocket Liquid.
There you go. Yes. You know,
That's really a stretch, and I feel really embarrassed I made that joke, but it's fine.
oh, we've made some stinkers, believe me. Me and my friends have talked about this a lot. Metal Gear Solid 5 is the swan song for Kojima Studios Productions, whatever you want to call it.
The magnum opus.
And you can see where the game was like going to be really grand and beautiful, and it was going to be like the top kind of thing that you could play. You know, I mean, it was literally massive tactical espionage, blah 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 bullshit. And then it kind of just falters on the story, and you kind of just take a fart like towards the end of it, and you're just doing repeats and repeats and repeats and repeats. That's one of the things I didn't like about it, but it was still a grandiose kind of shit thing that I just loved. And, I love those big-ass games just as much as anybody else does. But, having the fact that, you could, slide down a hill in a box and then, knock 4 or 5 guys out that are looking at a decoy is fun,
I've never been sliding in that game. It's really stupid. But I knew about it, but I've never done it. So I think when I go home, I'm going to find the biggest hill.
And just slide the fuck down on it.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna go X Games and that shit.
Yeah, I love the sliding mechanic in there. I saw some videos of these guys that are really good at it, and it's really just for show. But they literally make Big Boss look like the legendary soldier that he's supposed to be. Which if you play the game, supposed to be is gonna mean a lot more to you.
Oh my god!
But yeah, that's my top 5. And we've played a lot of really good games this year. We've talked about a lot of really good games this year as well.
Played a lot of bad games.
We played a lot of shitty games too. Whew. But we're looking forward to 2016.
I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say that there's a lot of games coming out next year that not only should get our attention but demand our attention.
Absolutely. And on top of our list, guys, is going to be The Division.
Oh, dude. Tom Clancy has been fucking, or rather,
Ubisoft, yeah.
Which, by the way, it's because it's Tom Clancy's The Division. But either way, is it still Tom Clancy's Division? I think it still belongs to Tom Clancy,
still
right?
Tom Clancy's
or at least
Division.
in his ethos there. So, the one thing I'm excited about is the fact that Ubisoft has been teasing us with this for a long time, and it got delayed, and it got delayed. They had an alpha, and recently when they had their alpha gameplay, people were saying that it feels done. Like, it's good.
That's good.
I've seen some of the gameplay. It looks amazing. I can't wait to see the PvP part of it. I just want to blow some shit up.
The thing that I really am looking forward to about The Division, and if they make this in the game, I'd love them forever. I want to get that fucking, Gangs of New York kind of vibe in there.
Yeah.
And, I want to be able to just roll my squad and just be like, you know what? There's some dudes over here. Let's go fuck them up and let's take their shit.
Well, I like the dark zones. Are they called dark zones?
That's what they call it, yeah.
I like the idea behind that because if you get yourself a solid squad, you go in there, go in, wreck some fools, get some good gear, get out, save the game, go back in,
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact of the matter is, that's a really neat way to do it. Doing open world PvP is kind of like, I like the way, they're doing it the way WoW does it when you play on a PvE server. You can run around and run into people and choose to fight them, or you can say, "How you doing?" and keep going.
Right.
Or if you're running through a dark zone, you're in a PvP area. You're flagged for PvP, so you just be ready at all times.
Right.
I'm hoping that they're not going to have an initiation, meaning that once you get into a PvP fight, it's like enemies are going to fight you. You have 5 seconds to prepare. I want it to be a situation that if I'm staring down the scope or on the other side of that scope, I don't know what's coming until I want it to feel like real life.
You want it to feel like real life, right? You want to be surprised. In other words, shit, there's a guy there. I better start fucking shooting.
Yeah, well, I mean, how many games nowadays this reward reckless behavior?
None. I mean, GTA 5, for example. I mean, you can go on a rampage and shit, but the game ties down by the limitations that are imposed.
Well, what I mean is like on The Division, for example, running through said PvP area.
Right.
No one, and I guess let's go and use GTA. That's a better example.
Right.
GTA, you could be doing your favorite thing, and all of a sudden someone's gonna come through and fuck you up.
Right.
Right. You could be playing the game by the book. You want to be a stealthy kind of guy. Have your squad being stealthy. There's always gonna be that person who's gonna run through your fucking bike squad with a fucking Ferrari, and everyone goes flying and dies, and they're like, "Oh, ha, see you later."
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I like that kind of that. Throw that chaos in there. Throw that element that catches you off guard.
Well, I like the fact that in Division, you're able to have, like your three buddies, or I guess it's just like 2.
Is it 2-way?
Yeah, I think it's 2 buddies.
Destiny.
Yeah. Kind of like Destiny. I like the fact that, the entire game's co-op. And, I mean, literally seamless drop in and drop out. Or, so it seems.
And you have the tablet, too.
Yeah, so... Oh, that's right. You do have a fucking tablet.
Yeah, unless they dropped it. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. Yeah, we will see. I know that there was some guff about the alpha looking a little bit ass. But, I mean, hey,
It's an alpha.
It's an alpha. You can't really fault it for that. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, we do get that kind of unpredictability. Like, hey, you know what? You're in a dark zone. And then, there's people joining in and joining out. And
just the same way that, again, we mentioned GTA 2. The way GTA feels in general.
Yeah.
So we want that kind of experience.
Hopefully it's not too unforgiving. I guess you want to look at it that way. Because, I mean, it is using mechanics that are borrowed from other games. I'm going to name one off the cuff. Borderlands, for example. Your guns don't do too much damage to higher leveled enemies. I think that's a little bit too much of what they're borrowing from. That's okay, though, however... I think the game's going to be great.
We'll see it balance out, and it'll work out fine.
Next one we have up is going to be Far Cry Primal. Now, I haven't even seen gameplay or footage of this aside from the little elephant thing. And, I like elephants. I enjoyed the hell out of Far Cry 4.
By the way, this is Far Cry Primal, so it's a mammoth.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just kidding with you.
That's right. It is a mammoth.
What's with the elephants? I don't get it. Or prehistoric elephants, even. It's like they have a hard-on for ivory. Do they even have ivory back in the day? Would that be considered ivory, do you think, on a mammoth? Or is that just bone?
That's a good question. Hey, if you're a
paleontologist
and you hear our show, comment.
Let's have breakfast, because have you ever had breakfast with a paleontologist? It's pretty much the best thing in the world. I'm just kidding. They just suck.
So you can be like, dinosaurs, dinosaurs, dinosaurs. See, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Well, I watched the playthrough video for Primal. I watched the release information.
Mm-hmm.
So far, it looks like a carbon copy of Far Cry 4. But the really cool thing about it is you get spears and arrows. I mean...
That's what I'm saying. Sticks and stones, bro.
I don't understand what it is about my infatuation with using an arrow to do somebody in. But but even in Skyrim, I prefer to use bows and arrows because I want to see the arrow just right in someone's heart or something.
I love that story that you said about the fucking lady in Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
You flung it into the air...
Just watch it going right in the back of the head, and it's like, shh, guy hit the grandma. And then also on top of that, from what I've heard, of course, you can tame animals.
Right.
You can...
A la Ark?
A la Ark. Actually, just kind of like that in respect that you can ride a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, cool.
So how cool is that? I mean, to be able to get on the back of a saber-toothed tiger and
be like
to battle. Bro. Yeah, you get your battle cat.
That's cool.
And if he dies, you just bring him back later, I guess.
That sucks. I want my cat to die.
The only thing that I'm not too keen on is because of the fact, and this is, I don't know if this is finalized, I'm sure it is because it's already so close to being to publication date. But instead of the binoculars, you use your owl.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so
like Beastmaster?
Like Beastmaster style. You throw your owl in the sky, he'll fly around, and he'll be able to mark enemies for you, and you can even attack enemies with your owl to distract them.
What the fuck?
So the owl will drop down and in their face, and you run up and get him in the side and the gizzard with a knife. It seems like it's pretty neat, but also, I mean, we'll have to see how it feels in your hands. The game looks, Far Cry 4 looks great.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this only comes out next generation.
I'm open to, because it would look a little bit ass on 360 and PS3.
Well, yeah, and they're gonna have to worry about 3 discs because one disc is gonna house all the animals and shit.
True.
No, and then the other thing is if it is gonna be next gen only, I want them to give us a next gen Far Cry. Don't give us this. Well, we just used the same engine and gave you sticks and spears and shit.
Worked for Call of Duty.
Well, that's just because those money hungry wizards over there can do cool stuff. When you have millions of dollars going into your project to make sure that your game runs 60 frames per second on what we can consider now, unfortunately, somewhat prehistoric hardware.
Yeah. Still love my Xbox 360.
No, I still have a 360 too, but my Xbox One's better.
Yeah. I mean, it is, yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Shit, man. This game, literally, No Man's Sky. I mean, I'm thinking, this game's going to be massive, for one thing. My computer's not going to be able to handle it. My PS4 probably won't be able to handle it. What the fuck are we going to do?
Dude, you know what? That's the thing. The PS4, Just all the demos we've seen so far, it looks so neat. I like the idea of exploring all these different planets and star systems and everything.
Right.
You saw the E3 demo.
I did.
So, I mean, how
several times.
He just picked a spot and flew there.
Yeah,
And he's like,
there.
hey, I found a planet. So, it would be really neat to be able to do that.
It would be. The thing that I love about No Man's Sky, and I guess, my kind of thing, or thinking behind it, is that, I am limited by what the hardware choices I do have. So if I don't buy it on, PS4, and if I get it on PC, it's not going to look as great. It's not going to play as great. And, eventually, kind of like Minecraft, there has to be an end to it.
It's not going to make you feel like the Space Ranger you're going to be.
Right. It's going to make me feel like, I'm running
Buck Rogers,
running 15 frames per second, and then I can't do shit because, I got to, mine some shit. No Man's Sky is going to be also one of the scariest fucking games that I could think of, because Deep Space is kind of scary when you think about it. Actually, Deep Ocean scares the shit out of me, too.
Dude, yeah. So I think that a combination... Dude, if you can fly your ship from deep space into the middle of a deep ocean, that's like both your phobias are there.
I know, and then I'll be fucking done. Yeah, I can't wait for that game.
All we need is ET to pop up in your cabinet and be like, eh.
Go fuck yourself. Fuck that motherfucking ET. But yeah, that's those are pretty much our top 3 picks as far as some stuff that we've actually relatable to. I'm gonna get into mine a little bit. For 2016. Legend of Zeldas, the Zeldas with a plural, they're finally, getting the brains to actually do the Zelda game coming up in 2016 and hopefully releasing it. I hope they do because, I've been waiting for a while for a good Zelda game on my Wii U and, I got Hyrule Warriors instead. Not to detract from that title because it's actually a pretty good game. But they're also releasing Twilight Princess, which I promptly pre-ordered because it has an amiibo.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, and it was just one of those things where it's just like, oh, there's an amiibo in that thing.
Yeah, so like
amiibo
can do crazy shit, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't even care. It's Link as a wolf with Midna riding him. I mean, not in that way. Like trying to give out the wrong connotation. And then, of course, I'm sure that the new Zelda is going to be fucking dope. They're doing the open world thing, which I guess is going to harken back to kind of like, your Ocarina of Times and your Majora's Mask. I mean, all these games are pretty much open world games, but I guess they're going for true open world where it's like, random events happen and, you fall off of your horse and you die and your horse keeps going without you. I don't know. It looks pretty interesting to me. I'm, 100% on board with it. I can't wait to go ahead and play that when it comes out. And then, of course, buying all of the stupid Nintendo shit of like, you got to buy the amiibo too so you can get this costume. Mm-hmm. I will be doing that.
I know you will be.
The game after that I did want to mention also for 2016 is going to be Star Fox. And, Star Fox 64 was one of those games where I, played hours and hours with my friends at home.
Oh, who didn't?
Yeah, so, I mean, I can't wait for Star Fox to come out. Star Fox Zero, whatever. The controls look ass to me. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Especially during E3 earlier this year where they were just kind of like, oh, you got to kind of like, move the Wii U tablet in order to actually aim. That doesn't really entice me too much. I'm not a fan of like that gimmicky bullshit like we mentioned on our actual Nintendo episode.
Yeah.
I enjoy the games as they are. If you can give me options, I'll be more than willing to, go with the other option. And then the last one on my list is Street Fighter V. Even though they're kind of pushing the kind of pay as you play kind of thing for Street Fighter V.
Wait, explain that.
Okay, so you don't automatically get all the characters all at once, or rather the DLC characters. They could have easily added them into the game, but you can play like League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm or like a MOBA in any generation to try these guys out for a few days or, however a lot of time it will give you. And then they go back to being just regular DLC unlocked characters.
Okay, so it's just the DLC characters, not the actual regular.
Right, so not the actual characters. You have your regular characters that they are going to release, but all their DLC is going to be run that way. I'm kind of a completionist, so if I want to, buy something, I want everything to be in there at once. Yeah. And Capcom's notorious for doing this bullshit. I'm a sucker. I bought into the Street Fighter Cross Tekken thing, and then I bought the $20 upgrade to get all the extra characters, knowing that it was a 1.5 megabyte download. So, yeah. It's pretty... those kind of practices and shit, or Capcom's notorious for them. I'm hoping it ends up biting them in the ass one day. But I mean, Street Fighter V looks dope, and I can't wait to play that. I didn't play any of the beta because I was too stupid, and I was actually being beta, so I didn't fucking get it.
Well, I wasn't about to fucking pre-order the game just to play a beta, though.
Well, I mean,
that's a lot of commitment. Like, hey, Charlie's back. Oh my god, pre-order.
Well, I mean, the fact that Charlie's back isn't even like on my radar. I just want to be able to play as Armika, even though they toned her down a little bit. But that ass though, can't wait for that.
I'll end up playing Street Fighter V at your house because I'm not gonna buy it.
You're not gonna
just because of the fact that it would be wasted on me.
Yeah, and I mean, I buy Street Fighter games because me and my brother have been playing that since we were tots. So. And I used to be, well, not semi-professional, but I've won things, and then they're just like, hey, do you want a shirt? Do you want this? Do you want that to keep playing? And I said, yeah, I would love to do that. But then I stopped because, Street Fighter 4 is, fucking ridiculous. And
too bad they didn't give you a life.
I wish. I'd wish.
The thing about Street Fighter 5 is Street Fighter 4 is any indication. I'm going to horribly suck. I think the only person I was ever good at playing with on Street Fighter 4 was Akuma, and that's just because I just let them hit me enough till I get my 3 ultra,
you get your
and
ultra.
then boom, run that death.
Run that Demon Armageddon.
There you go.
See, and I love playing as Akuma, and I mean, like, I can definitely test it out. When you first start out, man, it's such an uphill battle, and even playing online is fucking terrible. But I'm super stoked for Street Fighter 5. Can't hide my excitement. Gotta have that game.
Well, you should be excited.
So, getting in Justin's list for 2016.
So, I feel like I'm easily pigeonholed to specific styles of games. I'm really into the third-person action combat games.
As am I, though. I love Gears of War. I love Ghost of Reconnaissance. Even Gorfs. Remember Gorfs?
Future Soldier.
That's right.
You know what? Here's the thing about... Before I go into this, just say my piece about Future Soldier. It is the shiniest turd I've ever played.
I love that game.
It's so much fun, but it's a big piece of shit.
I played in 3D on my Xbox 360 and I loved it. Oh, I also did the stupid Connect shit where you could
do this, fucking open your hand.
You guys can't see this what we're doing, but I'm fake holding a giant dick and then I'm blasting my hand over here on the right side. You can probably hear that, but
and that's how the game's like. Oh, he wants to shoot, and you gotta hold it there for a second so it recognizes the fact that you open your hand like that.
Right.
And then you gotta close it quick because you don't want to shoot too many times. It's stupid.
Yeah, and it's only in that training mode too.
Yeah,
it's not an actual game.
Dude, good thing it's not in the actual game. I'm just saying, if it was in the actual game,
it'd be like SOCOM 4 all over again.
Right? Good job, SOCOM 4. Funny we talk about Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon The Wildlands is going to be my first choice of game that is supposed to come out in 2016. I cannot wait to play it. I think the unique thing they're doing with it, like they do with most open world games, is you can attack situations in your favorite way. In the video they showed, they attacked this warehouse where this cocaine dealer was working.
Love cocaine, guys.
Right. I do cocaine. I can't do it right now because I'm still allergies and shit. Anyway, so they show this. They're attacking this refinery, whatever the hell it is, and they show 3 different methods where they came in guns ablazing. Sweet. They came in super stealthy, and they kind of had a combination of the two.
So kind of like what's the shit? Tom Clancy's The Other Game with the guy.
Splinter Cell.
There you go.
Yeah, kind of like that. I mean, that's a good way to put it. Especially the newer ones. The older ones, dude, I remember you tried to... And this is before Conviction, but Splinter Cell, Chaos Theory, for example. I remember them saying, when they were making the game, they're showing all this stuff, you can play it stealthily or you can play it action.
I remember that,
If you try playing the game like action, you're going to fucking die a lot. They forgot that part. They didn't say, by the way, if you play action a lot, you're going to die a lot. Yeah. But no,
like 2 rounds and you're done, Sam.
Pretty much. You run in there, it's I have an AK-47 fully loaded, I have 3 grenades, I have a loud-ass pistol, but it's a fucking, 50 cal pistol. It's a freaking a Desert Eagle. So you run in there, you think you're ready to go, boom, 1 shot, you're dead. Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? But then someone else walks in there with a knife, and that's it, and they're able to clear the entire room. Doesn't make sense.
That's bullshit. How did you do that?
But very much so. You just run in and just blow stuff up. It looked really cool. I like the premise of it. If anybody knows me, I love the idea of having wars with cartels. Just kidding.
What is is that what it is? The wildlands of Bolivia?
It's actually, I think it is in Colombia. So,
no shit.
Basically, You're going out there to stop human trafficking, drug trafficking, just basically all the horrible shit that happens in Colombia.
I wish they would stop 410 trafficking. Oh.
What? Anyway, yeah, no, it looks pretty cool. I think that the really neat feature, and this is stupid, and again, I apologize for being such a feature skank.
You feature whore.
Feature whore. When you are playing the game and you go to iron sights, instead of going over your shoulder and tightening up the reticle, it actually switches to an iron sight view.
Kind of like the little gun in the Gears of War. Remember the hammer burst?
Yeah, kind of like that. But I'm talking actually goes into a first person view.
So less ass.
Less ass. Way less ass.
Way less ass.
But yeah,
but I like the little reticle thing too.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can probably adjust that. But I like the idea because for some reason, I don't say for some reason. Everyone knows iron sights are god.
Yeah.
When it comes to shooters like that. So getting that pinpoint precision, also giving you that realistic feel, having the ability to go iron sights would be great. But I'm sure that for people like you who'd rather see the reticle tighten up, like a little tiny anus, just like that. Sorry for the sound effect. Anyway, so when you they'll probably have that option.
Got to pump her up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I hope they implemented where you can either switch between the two because even in GTA 5, I mean it is good. It's fun to actually do that. It's fun to actually, get into first person and actually, pop some motherfucker in the back of a car or whatever. But I like my tight reticles. I gotta have them.
The other big thing about Ghost Recon Wildlands that I think is super awesome. I don't know why I said it like that.
I don't know why you said it like that.
Forrest Gump impression.
I've never heard you say awesome.
So essentially, 4-player co-op through the entire game.
Sweet.
The other thing is it is story driven. It's story driven, but it is literally how you want to tackle the missions on any mission. So they basically, when you start the game, they say, "Hey, these guys over here are assholes. Those guys are assholes. Those guys are assholes. Take your pick."
So, for example, if I'm like, "Well, let's just do this and do this," and then I completely go around and be like, "You know what? I'm gonna Leroy Jenkins the fuck out of this right now, and you guys have to back my ass up because I don't want to go down."
Pretty much.
And then I'll just on the fly just be like, Leroy Jenkins, and then run into with a grenade, strapped to my chest.
One of the other things they implied too was tactical insertions.
Oh, nice.
So maybe getting some kind of airborne insertion would be really neat.
Really, any kind of insertion for me is great.
Yeah, like with a bike. Anyway, was
a little too much.
So that game looks pretty cool. The next game, I don't know if you read too much about this next game. I think you told me you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't read too much about it, but when you reminded me of what it was, I was like, oh yeah, that thing kind of like that other thing.
Well, I have a feeling that a lot of people went through that because this was literally just a 20-minute video, and then they almost never talked about it again.
Right.
And that is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Right.
Really cool. Who doesn't want to play as cavemen fighting robotic dinosaurs?
Which, I mean, sounds like any kid's real dream if you think about it.
We have astronauts, we have scientists, we have cavemen fighting robotic dinosaurs. So, I mean, we have,
What a time to be alive.
Dude, for sure. So, I mean, the cool thing is it's made by Guerrilla Games, so this is their opportunity to make up for the shitfest that was Killzone. Shadowfall, anyway. Killzone 3 was fantastic.
Never played it.
They need to remake those games. They're releasing the Uncharted series, special edition, and I know they released the Killzone versions on PS3. But give it to us on PS4 because Killzone 3 was fantastic.
I mean, aren't you beating a dead horse by that time? It's just like, yeah, we know these games are good, but can't you make good games?
But that's the point. That's my horse, Pete. Let me beat that horse myself. Anyway.
It's like with Halo. It's just like Halo 1 has been on 3 different consoles now. No, 4. Yeah, because they was on PC too.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So Xbox 360, Xbox One, PC, and then pretty much any system they pirated it on. So,
exactly.
So probably Linux. I don't know.
Even the 3DS or the DS. Remember the D? Remember Halo DS?
Yeah, that one game where you see Master Chief's face. But it's just a brick.
It's just a brick. Yeah. No definition, bro.
Yeah, he didn't lift. So I think that it looks pretty cool. There's not a whole lot that I know except for the fact that the combat set.
Cavemen, dinosaurs. No.
Cool bows, stabs, or spears and shit. I have not seen any other videos. Then again, I really haven't dug for it, which is really funny how it's on my top games I'm looking forward to. But I think it's just the premise, and then also the fact that I still and one of the ones who follow Guerrilla Games with excitement. So that's my piece on that. We both have one game we're excited about.
Overwatch.
That is Overwatch. I think I was actually going to mention that, and then you took it from me, so you stole my thunder.
Yeah, I undercutted you right there, bro.
So when we
I'm super excited about this fucking.
I guess you're more excited than I am.
I am.
I mean, I am pretty excited too. But
one thing, gorillas. All right,
dude, did you watch the whole video when they were in the museum?
Yeah.
Dude, that was like one of were you watching it with us?
Yeah, I've seen that shit. I saw that like the day it came out. It was like,
oh my god,
it was like fucking Pixar shit.
It's so cool.
I know.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Disney's probably mad about that. Like, why didn't we think of that? But then,
also hot as Brit chick in there too. Yeah, you know.
Was she Brit or Australian?
Is she Australian?
I don't know. Australians are just cowboy.
Hey, if we offend anybody, sorry, but I mean, she's hot. She's got an accent.
There you go. But yeah, no. So did the Gorilla. The Gorilla had like a British accent, didn't he?
No, I'm pretty sure.
Or was it like a New York Bronx accent?
Pretty sure it was American, but I can't tell what borough it's from.
Well,
it's probably from the Lower East Side.
Giant talking gorillas who get pissed off when you crush glasses. We have a old smoking cowboy who could go in and out of darkness.
We have the monk from Diablo 3.
Yeah.
We have Spider Lady.
Dude, there was a lot of really cool stuff in there. I'm pretty excited to play it. I know it's coming to consoles too, right? I think I was confused about that.
Coming to Xbox One and PS4. You originally didn't know this, and when I brought it to your attention, you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, because there's no way that my PC would ever play that.
Yeah,
if I were to try to download Overwatch, my computer would literally get up, start laughing, and I would see the sides of my computers fly off into space.
Yeah.
Because it would laugh its sides off. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. I can't wait to play that game. I just want to play it just so I can kill you in the game and be like, I didn't even want this game to come out, and I'm still beating you. At least I'm gonna try.
Well, okay, yeah, you try.
I'm gonna do it as a gorilla and start throwing grenades and call myself Gorillanade.
You just watch when we play the Wildlands, and then I'll be Grape Ape in that one, fool.
Grape Ape. Oh God, Rape Ape. So those are the games that we're excited about. If you think that's a good list, let us know. If you don't think it's a good list, let us know. Important thing is, reach out to us because we want to hear it. We don't delete comments unless we really need to. And even then, we probably won't because our site is awesome like that.
Yeah. We'll take any criticism greater.
And if it's bad criticism, think about it first and try to find a good way to put a good spin on it. That always makes people happy.
Well, at least they're breathing.
Right?
Not so hard on the mic.
Of course, we mention this every single episode. We are going to be breaking into some video content.
Yes, and then we have some exciting content lined up for January, actually, because, not only you guys hearing the last episode of the year, you're hearing the last episode and we'll take a break so we can do this video content for you. And,
or at least start getting a way so we can feasibly give both mediums.
Right, yeah, so if you don't hear from us, in a audio kind of medium, you'll be seeing us, I guess.
And I mean, since we'll be off for so much of January, as far as off of the podcast, we'll be posting on Facebook more, posting on Twitter, Instagram. I haven't even gotten the Instagram yet, but I think I'll finally get it, so I'll start showing you guys some weird, stupid shit.
Cool.
And then
put the lunchbox on there.
Boom! I'm gonna put that. I have like 15 lunchboxes though.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Put them all in there.
No, actually, I only have about 3. Either way,
it's good in the morning.
Apples and oranges,
More than an average man does.
I'm pretty sure a man that has his own money can buy as many lunchboxes as he wants. Just like I can buy as many noodles as I want.
Oh, I love noodles.
Who doesn't love noodles?
Can't have any though. Fucking diet.
Yeah, that sucks. So yeah, we're gonna be releasing. I'm working on a series. Pete and a few other people. You guys know Jared.
Yeah, we're doing a cooking show.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I shouldn't have said that.
Shouldn't have said that, but you did.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, there it is. They're working on something not so super secret anymore.
Yeah.
And I'll be working on that, and then I'm still gonna be, giving you guys some stuff here and there.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get as much content as we possibly can because we're poor. We want to make money, make the show even better.
And we're gonna do that as on a really tight budget. Our budget is gonna be so tight. Oof. How tight is it?
Oh, how tight is it?
Okay. It's going to be pretty tight.
Just like our video content, which is not only going to be super tight, it's going to be really dope.
When you guys watch our video content, you're going to have one or two faces. You're either going to have a super excited face of a young child opening gifts on Christmas, or you're going to have that not so amused face of Bill Cosby being carried away.
Oh, man. That happened today.
That happened today. That's how you know we recorded it today. So
yeah, he wasn't too happy. With pudding in your butt.
Well, now he's going to get pudding. A lot of pudding.
A lot of pudding.
Both in the cafeteria and out.
I'd say there's going to be a little bit of pudding pop.
Wow. Let's go ahead and move from this subject because this is going to a horribly dark place.
Like PAX South.
Like PAX South. Okay, so PAX South is coming up at the end of this month. I already have my days off for it.
Not this month, but next month.
Well, January.
Yeah, we're putting this out before that.
So, end of January, it's pretty awesome. That is my birth month. So this is going to be kind of like a late birthday gift to myself. Dude, I cannot wait for PAX South. There's going to be so much stuff going on.
I can't wait either. I want to meet Cliff Blazinski and then have him sign one of the Lancers that I'm looking at up here. Maybe even the flag. Because, I got a Gears of War flag. I'm really looking forward to playing some Magic and getting upset. And then I'm also looking forward to telling people about the show. Super excited about that. We are in the process of getting cards made for the show. So that's important. Yeah. So if you guys see us over there, just ask us for a card, and we'll give you a card. And if you want us to punch you, we'll punch you too. Actually, I won't punch you because I don't want you to hit me back. It's not that I'm afraid to get hit. It's just that I can't promise retaliation to retaliation. Is that even a thing? That's a thing, but I think that's more of a thing between mob bosses. Like, no, it's
it's gonna be retaliation, Vinny. Yeah, Vinny, this is gonna happen, Vinny. Get your head down, Vinny.
And then Vinny's like,
I guess we could do that thing, but it's only because out of respect.
And then we're going to tell you we have an offer for you. You can't refuse. Anyway, so, there's a lot of cool shit happening at PAX South. Cliff Blazinski will be there. I finally get a chance to meet him and tell him he's an overrated dick. Just kidding. No, he's really cool. I'm sure he's a cool person in real life. And Cliff, Cliffy B, can I call you Cliffy B?
Can't call him Cliffy B, bro. It's Cliff Blazinski, bro.
You already passed that bridge. If you do by any chance listen to this podcast, just understand that I cannot wait to play Paragon. I'm just gonna put that one out there. You guys are doing a great job. Anyway,
he doesn't work at Epic Games anymore.
Huh?
He doesn't work at Epic Games anymore.
Yeah, but he still announced it.
Did he?
So I'm just saying, he has some ties to it.
Cliffy B. Justin will suck yo Paragon.
No, I won't. Anyways, there's some other stuff going on. They have concerts, of course. MC Frontlock's gonna be back. I cannot wait to see him.
And the Proto Men.
The Proto Men are gonna be there too. I saw that. I'm pretty excited about that.
Shit, man! I can't wait for the Proto Men. Man, I love the Proto Men.
And I actually look forward to as well. Now that we all get to go together, Friday. I'm going to probably spend the morning going to the meetings and shit.
Right.
I think I want to spend a good 2-3 hours in the game room just because I don't think I've actually gamed with you guys.
Yeah, and
it's so weird that we do this, but we've never actually gamed.
We've never actually been in the same room to actually game together. We actually do need to do that, and I'm thinking that if we get a little bit of buzz going from the audience, if you guys want to, I guess whatever, we can maybe do like a pub crawl Friday. Maybe not even a pub crawl. Maybe we just be like, hey guys, we're over here at this bar. Come over here. There's some other guys here.
We need to go drink everywhere.
Right. And then, I can't drink because, I'm on a stupid fucking diet.
But you can still drink water.
I can still drink water, though.
And you can pretend.
And I can,
You ever seen Peter Pan?
Wipe the tears off of my eyes and then just kind of suck them off with my thumb also. So, yeah, I'm super excited about PAX. I'm so excited and, I'm probably going to lay a clutch of eggs. Not right now. But,
no. I'm pretty sure that... I'm pretty sure if we get a hold of Bill Cosby right now, he'd be more than happy to fertilize his eggs for you. Or allegedly fertilize his eggs.
Allegedly fertilize. Well, he got charged, so it was more than a little bit.
This whole episode just went weird to a weird spot.
Yeah.
Anyway, PAX South, lots of cool stuff. We already mentioned that. We're going to be there. Pete's going to be there.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. You're going to be there all 3 days?
I'm going to be there all 3 days, man.
Yeah, you better be there all 3 days. I'm taking a day off of work.
If I got the tickets, I better be there all 3 days. Actually, my brother got me the ticket, but
you'll just call it.
There's neither this or that.
On top of that, for PAX South, we're going to have a few opportunities to meet up with some fans, if we have any fans. I think we have 38 fans. 38 subscribers. I want to call them fans or not, I don't care.
Hopefully you guys will be there. We'd love to see you guys in person. We've met most of you, or one of us has. So,
yeah. Yeah, isn't it weird?
Yeah, it
like
is
you
kinda
know
weird.
more people than I do.
How do I know more people?
Or maybe I do. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I mean, I like to gauge like not friends that you've actually have on Facebook.
We do have 167 likes on Facebook.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
So hopefully every single one of you comes out so that we can say, hey, thanks for watching the show. In fact, we'll say that right now. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
If you're looking on a computer, there's a blank screen, so I guess you could still say thanks for watching.
Oh, did I say thanks for watching?
Well, I mean, you kind of did, but it's fine. I mean,
Put
you're getting ready for the video content.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We gotta train ourselves for that. Guys, thanks for watching. Fuck.
You did it too.
Son of a bitch. Thanks for listening to two guys talk. I just realized you typed Starfucks there. That's really funny. Not Starfucks, Starfucks. Anyway, thank you guys very much for listening to the episode. We had a great time this year making content for you guys and talking to you guys when we get a chance to.
Yes. And love it when you guys give us comments, even if they're bad.
I can't.
Nonsensical.
I really can't wait till next year. I think next year is gonna be the year of the Geek.
I think it really is, and hopefully we don't get sued for using Alamo City in front of it. But yeah, I couldn't ask for anything more for what we've done so far. The show's been really good. It's been really fun doing it, and it's been really fun hearing this and that about it. Especially from peeps at work. They don't even like the actual page, but hey, they've heard the show. So
yeah.
Pretty big ups to that. Big ups to those people. Big ups to our big fans. To everybody.
I'm not a boy band.
On Facebook. We love you guys.
Yeah, he does.
And,
I highly respect you. I don't love anybody. That's a joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I love you like I love my dog that I don't have.
I would say you don't have a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you have that Godzilla statue.
I have a Godzilla, yeah. It's pretty cool. But, yeah, I think that's it for this episode. 2015, sayonara. Go fucks yourself.
2016, I hope you're better than your 2015 brother.
Right. And I guess we don't have anything else to add, do you? Before we say bye-bye?
I'm going to go ahead and say no because I'll come up with some stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just cut us off right there. Geek Family, #ACGS.
Look
us up on Facebook.
Like us.
Look us up on
Subscribe.
YouTube. I mean, you're already on YouTube listening to this, duh. Go to Instagram, go to Twitter, tell your mom, tell your dad.
Cut off your finger for us.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Seriously, disclaimer, do not cut off your finger. Guys, follow us. Do all the stuff that I was saying and that what Pete was saying, and your life will get better. I read that from a horoscope.
Yes. And don't forget to press X to Jason.
Yes. Press X.
Guys, we're going to get the fuck out of here before we say anything else that's kind of stupid. Love you guys. See y'all next time.
Nerds! Do the dab.